One of our missions at the Glide Fund is highlighting stories of overcoming disability. One such champion is noted restaurateur Bob Sample, co-founder of the Job Creation Foundation, and his work creating employment opportunities for folks with special needs. Deep in the heart of Texas, our story begins with a chance encounter between entrepreneur Tom Landis and college football legend Coach Gene Stallings. It's a story of amazing tasting ice cream and making the world a better place, one scoop at a time. This is Howdy Homemade.
I read a book by Coach Gene Stallings, and it was called Another Season, and it was about his son, Johnny.
Coach Stallings, when he came to Alabama, he had a son named Johnny. And, Johnny was Down syndrome. And I had been around a couple people with Down syndrome, but not many, and certainly not on a daily basis, and, not in a football setting for sure. And Johnny was there every day. And I had no idea the impact that Johnny would have on my life and all of my teammates' life. On the outside, Johnny may have this thing that the world said is Down syndrome, but he's one of the smartest people I've ever met. He's one of the most loyal people I've ever met. He's one of the most influential people I've ever met.
I couldn't look Coach Stallings in the eye and say, hey, I care about your kid, but let's talk football or whatever. I want to make a difference. I want to try and do something that no one else has done. I came up with the idea for Howdy, the namesake of it, in honor of Coach Gene Stallings, whose alma mater was Texas A&M, and Howdy and Texas A&M are synonymous. And just out of complete respect for him, his wife Ruth Ann, and what they did, I felt like the name Howdy just fit perfect.
Tom and I have been friends for a number of years. Prior to the ice cream, he's an A&M man. I went to Texas A&M, and I followed his career. And not only does he make good ice cream, but he provides lots of jobs for youngsters that have special needs.
Howdy Homemade with Tom Landis out in Texas, he was so impacted by Coach Stallings and Johnny, and his purpose was to create the best ice cream out there, but also to tap into people with special needs and special gifts and talents and give them gainful employment. And when you walk into a Howdy Homemade, you have joy.
Welcome to Howdy Homemade.
Howdy! Howdy! Howdy!
Howdy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Tom Landis is an awesome owner that I can go on to everywhere around Texas, go on sampling trips for several days, and he's a fun person to work with.
Brant having the opportunity to work and make his own money and be able to pay for some of the things that he enjoys doing has been so freeing for him. And it brings us such joy to know that he's able to be a contributing member of society.
I'm just a normal person, even though everyone thinks I have a disability.
Tom Landis knew that to grow Howdy, he needed to bring in the big guns. Leading the Howdy team is famed restaurateur Bob Sample.
The big picture for Howdy Homemade, part of that big picture would be franchises all over the world, because each individual franchise makes their own ice cream. And so it could be anywhere. And obviously, special needs is not limited to the United States. It's all over the world.
The impact of Howdy Homemade has been off the charts. Even Hollywood has come calling.
Matthew McConaughey, I am the boss of him. He's my sports person.
You just let me know what work I need to do and what the job at hand is, and we can turn all right into howdy.
The one common denominator that everybody hates in their job is doing the same thing over and over again. People with special needs love to do the same thing over and over again, and they do it phenomenal. And that means when customers come in over and over, day after day, and ask perhaps the same question over and over again, man, they say it with the love and the spirit and the joy that is gone from customer service today.
And thanks to Howdy Homemade's notoriety and a workforce that strives for perfection, Howdy homemade ice cream is now available in our own stores and in thousands of grocery stores, representing the nation's most iconic supermarket chains.
Every time we sample in a supermarket with a special needs person, we sell out. You know why? You look at our people, they can't wait to go to work. They can't wait to be standing at the end of that aisle saying, "Would you like to try our ice cream?" Right? It makes a huge difference. It's a world of difference. So we're putting people to work who care about it, who want to do it right, and represent us the way it should be represented so we can really, really make a difference in the world.
What I learned through Johnny is the only real disability in life is a bad attitude.
My life wouldn't have been nearly as rich if it wasn't for the fact that Ruth Ann and I raised a child with special needs.
You say howdy. In Texas, that's a big word, okay? So Howdy homemade ice cream. Everything about it makes you smile.
Each Howdy homemade franchise represents about 15 jobs for people with special needs.
It's totally awesome to work with people like me. Have an awesome and wonderful day. And please have some ice cream.
To help us provide jobs for special needs superstars through your generous donation, or for more information about our mission, visit jobcreationfoundation.org.